Okay, good afternoon, teacher Edelmira. My name is Carolina Valencia, and well, this day we are going to see different types of verbs, right? And well, we are going to see different topics corresponding to Unit 2. So well, let's start. Okay, to start our topic, it is important to mention that verb is an action, right? And also it is important to mention too that we have different kinds of verbs, right? Okay, as you can see, the first topic that we are talking about is the type of verbs. Okay, you can see some types of verbs. The first type, which is physical verbs. The second one, which is mental verbs. Okay, the third, which is being verbs, right? And the next one, which is action verbs, intransitive, and also auxiliary verbs, right? Also here you can see some examples, right? For example, you have the sentence which is states of being verbs, and the sentence which is I am an actor, right? Okay, first of all, we have the different types of verbs. Verbs are very important in grammar, and we actually use many different types of verbs when we talk about, for example, what things do or how things are, right? Because as you can see, they do so much for us. For example, as you can see, we have different types of verb. For example, we have physical verbs, mental verbs, being verbs, action verbs, intransitive, and also auxiliary verbs, right? And well, for example, we have the sentence that is, I am an actor, we are the staff of the movie, right? And well, when we write sentences or clauses, we need to include a verb, right? But what is a verb? A verb, as you can see, is a word that we use to refer to actions or what things do, and also a state of being, and also how things are, right? Well, each of sentence used action verbs, as you can see, you will see that each verb is referring to a physical or mental action. So, well, this is the different types of verbs. Okay, and also it is important to mention that a verb is one of the most important parts of a sentence. Okay, but what about the type of prepositions? Preposition has the words that help glue a sentence together, right? They do this by expressing position and movement, possessions, time, and how an action is complete, right? As you can see, we have some examples of different type of prepositions. We have above, between, among, right? And also we have a sentences as example. We have, can you came after the movie? Well, and for you better understanding, a preposition is a word used to link nouns, pronouns, or phrases to other words within a sentence. And well, it's important to mention that they act to connect the people, objects, time, and locations of a sentence. For example, in this. Okay, and now we are going to see the type of adverbs. So let's start. An adverb is a word that is used to change, modify, or qualify several types of words, right? Including an adjective, a verb, or a clause. Another adverb or any other type of word or phrase, with the exception of determiners and adjectives that directly modifies nouns. Okay? And also we have some examples of different type of adverbs. For example, we have adverbs of time, of frequency. Also, we have different type of adverbs, that is of place, of manner, and also of degree. For example, talking about adverbs of degree, we have the example which is I totally agree with Tom, as you can see, right? And also we have some examples of each one. For example, an adverb of manner, which is carefully, easily, honestly, and also kindly, right? Also, we have adverbs of time. We have before, always, ever, finally, as you can see. And also we have different adverbs referring to a place. For example, we have away, below, inside, and also outside. Okay? A good way to understand adverbs, right, is to think about them as the words that provide context. Very important. And also specifically, adverbs provide a description, right, of how, where, when, in what manner, and to what extent something is done or happen. So we have different types of adverbs. Okay, and now we are going to see the type of adjectives. So let's start. Okay, and now adjectives that are words that describe or modify, right, other words, making your writing and speaking much more specific and a lot of more interesting. For example, we have different types of adjectives. We have proper, descriptive, quantitative, numeral, demonstrative, distributive, interrogative, and also we have possessive. And well, for example, we have the example corresponding to a proper adjective, right? Which is the Indian movie. And also we have another example which corresponds to a distributive adjective, right? Which is, what movie is that? And well, as you can see, they are usually positioned before the noun, right? Or pronoun that they modified. And well, some sentences contain multiple adjectives. But what about the conjunctions? A conjunction is a part of speech that is used to connect words, phrases, clauses, or sentences. As you can see, there are several different types of conjunctions. For example, we have the main three types of conjunctions, which is, first of all, which is coordinating, right? We also have subordinating, and we also have correlative, right? Okay, first of all, we have coordinating. This type of conjunctions coordinate or join two or more sentences, main clauses, words of other parts of speech, which are some of the same syntactic importance, right? And also we have subordinating. Regarding these conjunctions join depends clauses to independent clauses, right? And finally we have correlative. These conjunctions correlate working in pairs to join phrases or words that carry equal importance within a sentence. So, as you can see, we have the example, which is, I want more candy, but he wants more popcorn, right? As you can see in this sentence, we are connecting to independent clauses, right? Okay, to end my presentation, I want to emphasize that I consider that all the topics that we are solved in this Unit 2 are very important in our career, has seen our day by day, right? And also we are communicating communicating with our friends, with our family, or when we are communicating why not in the university. So that was my presentation. Thank you a lot for your attention, teacher Eralmira. And well, I hope that you have a good one. Bye!